Okay. Hi. Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Falyn Binti Mustaffa and ID number is 12112028891. Today I will interview with Mr. Muhammed Abdullah Al Sayem with my group mates Mikhail and Arieq. Mikhail and Arieq will accompany throughout this interview. And Mr. Abdullah, we are going to ask you some couple of questions. First of all, introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Okay. My name is Muhammed Abdullah Al Sayem Khan. So you can call me Sayem. Okay. Then I'm doing my PhD in architecture, almost finishing. So I am here like last 15 years. I'm here in Malaysia. I finished my bachelor in my country. I'm from Bangladesh. Then I came here as an assistant lecturer in the UTM. After that one, I started my master's in 2009 and then finished my master's, then started PhD in 2014. When I'm working also, then I also study. So I was working in the UTM International Office for the last 8 years. Yeah, that's it for me.
Thank you, sir. Okay, I want to ask about privileging relationship for your culture. First question about privileging relationship. Have you ever had any relationship with someone who has a different culture from yours?
Sorry, repeat the question again.
Okay, sorry. Have you ever had any relationship with someone who has a different culture from yours?
Okay, actually I was working in the students welfare, so I have to settle with the students, international students, those who are coming 75 countries in the UTM. So relationship actually is not the like a deep relationship or what. I have the relationship as a friend, as a brother, with more than 5,000 students. So actually that's not that much have the barrier. If you have the, because English is a normally second language for us, so with that one we can get the involved with each other. And almost I learned 5 to 7 languages when I'm dealing with them. Wow. It's just the normal what you call just normal communications.
I see. Okay, next question. How close are you with people outside of your native country? Do you have any flow with community with them?
Actually, I'm a little bit very close with the students. Actually, I can say student because I'm dealing with the students. So until now, those who already graduate, like 2014, 15, 16, 17, those who are the graduated, still I have the contact with them. And it's actually a very good contact. We can say like that.
Okay, next question. Do you find climate to be a big contributing factor towards a relationship?
The climate.
Yes, climate towards a relationship.
No, climate actually, climate don't have the weather. You are talking about the weather, am I right?
Yes, the way you.
Yeah, weather is actually don't have any impact. The culture have impact, but weather don't have any, climatic condition don't have any impact for the relationship or friendship or whatever you say in to communicate with others. The weather, the climate don't have any impact.
I see. Okay. Mikhail will ask you about media and popular culture.
Okay, please.
Okay, well, hi, Mr. Muhammad.
Hi, Mikhail, Amar.
Nice. Yeah. So for me, I want to ask you about media. So media and popular culture, especially with nowadays being much more social media based and a lot more heavy. So first and foremost, is there anything from your culture that would you find as an influence to other cultures?
Actually, our culture is a little bit different. Each country have their different culture. But when we come in Malaysia, that is totally different culture than our culture. Even though our Muslim culture, we have a few barrier, but here we have a different type of barrier. Okay, so in that particular sense, we don't have the barrier actually, because all the international, those who coming here, when their identification is coming that they are the UTM student or one single university student. So culture, yeah, we can learn from each other, but we are respecting each other's culture. Suppose, just give example a little bit. My culture, we are talking in the middle volume, but we have different area like Nigeria. Their normal volume is very high pitch. It's not there trying to argue or fighting, even though their welcoming speech also a little bit high volume. So that is, for a few days you will shock, but after that one, when you understand their culture, their talking culture, their language, body language, okay, everything is very good.
I see. Okay, so next one I want to ask, are there any effects of consuming popular culture, would you say? So like, so let's say taking taking an aspect of someone's culture and implementing it into theirs, or is it sort of like a driving force towards how the culture that you are currently in would shape pretty much?
Okay, in that sense, actually, culture not that much influence actually, because those who are foreigners, eventually I am also the foreigner, because when we come, we try to adopt the country we go, that culture, because our culture is not repeating here. We have to be adopt the new culture. So maximum case we can see that, okay, we follow the, I can say that we can follow the Malaysian culture actually right now, because wherever you go, you have to be adopt their culture. Otherwise, you will be out from the line, because you will be the dislocated line. Actually, I can say like this way: if the train is not going the train line, it will be out of that lane. So if you cannot adopt the culture from the country you are going, so you will get problems. So in that sense, I can say that, okay, maximum foreigners automatically they adopt the Malaysian culture, but few culture, their personal traditional culture, obviously they are keeping by themselves.
Okay, so one last question for me is,
Okay.
where would you think that Bangladesh currently gets most of their culture from? Like, how is Bangladesh up to date with what culture is going on, especially from other countries, pretty much?
Actually, it's very I can say sensitive question, because each countries, they have their culture from the traditional wise, like it's practiced from my grandpa's grandpa, something like that. So like university, we have our societies, like we have Bangladesh society, we have India society, we have other countries society. So when they mix with their own society, that culture is different. But when we go to the class, when we go outside for the shopping, when we go outside of our society, obviously we maintain a general culture that is just normal behavior. Even though if we go to the any society program or something, obviously the culture depends on over there. That I can say in that one.
I see. Okay, well, thank you for that, sir.
Yeah.
I'll let Arieq do the next part. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, Mr. Muhammad.
Hi,
I will be asking about,
Zafri. Yes, Mr. Zafri.
yes, I will ask you about striving for engaged and effective intercultural communication. So,
Okay.
first question, have you ever involved in a fight with someone from a different culture?
In a fight with the different culture, in which way actually? Because is if you argue is a verbal, if the hand and leg and everything is different, but yes, we don't have that type of fighting situations actually. We don't have, argue different culture, different, like friendly, we can messed up with other people, it's a friendly discussion, okay, but no, we respect everyone's culture. Their culture is there, our culture is with us, but we generally we just very comfortable with other people's culture. We don't have that much issues, or fight is impossible here actually.
Okay, so second question,
Mm-hmm.
are there any strategies you have for an effective communication?
Effective communication with who, man? This the new culture, or like Malaysians or different countries? Because example, please.
With Malaysia.
With Malaysian, okay. Like in our culture, we can point out something like with this finger, but in Malaysia, we learn okay like this. Am I right? You also Malaysian, so okay. So that one takes time actually for our people. Okay, that one takes time, but strategy for me is be polite with any culture or any other people. Be polite, everything will be solved over there.
Okay. Last question. How would you manage a conflict for someone from a different culture?
Okay, small details question actually for you also. What you call conflict is that I cannot receive their culture, or I am going to against the culture, something like that.
Like,
okay, never mind, don't worry. Okay, like this cultural conflict we don't have in their case. If you ask me in the UTM, we don't have the cultural conflict. Outside, yes, we have their so your country, what you call like township or neighborhoods or kampung, the villages, they have their different culture, but we are not used to it. But more or less, like I'm still here is almost 16 years, so I don't have any conflict with any culture, but if have, we try to merge with the culture, because obviously our country's culture or any different country's culture we cannot give here, we have to adopt. I'm telling from the beginning. So in that case, we just very politely we handle the conflict. We take ourselves, okay, you have to be adopt. This one is not the country that you are born, is the country that you are study or you are working here or you are surviving here.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sayem, for letting us to interview you. And thank you so much. Okay, that's all for me, Mikhail and Arieq. Thank you so much, Mr. Sayem.
Thank you very much. Thank you, three of you. Hope for the best for your interview. I'm not sure your assignment or what, but best of luck, three of you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.